Trekcast.
The galaxy's most unpredictable Star Trek podcast.
I'm here. Everyone can relax. I'm here.
Oh, thank goodness.
I know.
Oh,
we
there he is.
voted you.
Oh,
That was the closest it's ever been with you.
Yeah, well, you know, it's a little cold. It's a little cold here. I still have to adjust the environmental controls in the
That's right,
shuttlecraft.
on the planet.
Yeah.
yep.
I'm-
Wear the
I'm
environmental suit.
Yeah, I'm rerouting through the secondary.
Reverse the polarity.
Yes,
Absolutely.
I did that. That's step one.
That's
Come
always
on.
step one.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm a
Adjust the
mess.
shield mutation and all that
Yep.
stuff.
Yep, the harmonics.
That's
The
right.
harmonics.
The harmonics.
Apparently, the universal translator is broken in our chat room. And
Bonjour.
everybody's saying, bonjour, todo bien, and guten morgen. So,
There you go. The look's complete.
There we go.
There you go.
You got your eye pro on.
That's it. That's it. What
Wow.
are you wearing?
I know.
So, yeah, huh?
Teach me to tap dance, Scott Bowders.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. Although I'm not a doctor, I this is my Halloween costume from our Halloween party last night.
You know what you look like?
What,
I'm gonna tell you what you look like right now.
Okay.
You look like Tapestry, but it was Riker. That's what you look like.
Nice. Yeah, I like it. I'll take it. No, people kept asking me, "What are you dressing up for Halloween? What are you gonna be at? Because we threw a Halloween party last night." I said,
You got. What are you supposed to be?
"I'm a nurse." I told people I was a nurse,
Okay.
and that's what I dressed up as. I dressed up as a nurse.
Okay.
I'm a Starfleet nurse. I got.
All right.
He's a space
As-
nurse.
I
As a
have
commander?
yeah. I'm head nurse.
Okay.
I've got my medical tricorder with the little pop out,
Yeah.
So yeah.
He's a
So
nurse.
how does that work? That brings up an interesting. Okay.
Did
so
you wear slacks with that or jeans?
I have Starfleet issue slacks.
Okay, great.
I mean,
do they have pockets?
They have pockets. They absolutely
Okay.
do have pockets. Yeah.
So if you're a nurse, but you're a commander, and you were stationed, yeah, you got to do that again. That was like the Riker maneuver
Yeah.
over the whole desk. But if you're a nurse and you're a commander, and you were stationed on Deep Space Nine during the first season of DS9, you would outrank the chief medical officer, who was a doctor.
Well, okay. Right. You would. So does
just saying-
position outrank?
I'm
rank?
just saying. I think you got a little pip happy last night when you were
Well,
getting dressed.
I might have got a little pip happy. I didn't want to be presumptuous and call myself a doctor, and I've got a lot of family members that serve as nurses, so I kind of wanted to pay homage to them.
There you go.
I'm just saying,
But
Lieutenant Bowders as
Well,
a nurse. I think
yeah,
that would have been.
Commander
I'm
was
just
just too
saying-
much, huh?
I'm just saying. I think you went a little too far. That's
Yeah.
I think the bathlick behind him says that he's whatever rank he wants to be.
Thank you very much, Daniel.
Yeah.
Listen, I got my own batleth. Don't be dropping
Oh,
Jones.
snap.
Okay.
All right. Because
Do I see a choreographed fight in our future?
those are to the
Very
death.
slow choreographed fight. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Right on.
So I didn't know we were wearing.
Halloween parties.
Yeah, I didn't know we were wearing costumes today.
I
Otherwise,
didn't. Yeah,
would've,
I didn't get that memo either.
I mean, I suppose
It's
I could
Halloween. Come on.
I could turn this hat around. I could be Fred Durst for an hour.
There
But no, I went to two. I went yesterday morning. The karate school had a Halloween party for
Nice.
For the kids.
Okay.
So I went. The whole family went. We all dressed up. My wife wore her J.J. Abrams era Starfleet red skirt, which I just love
Nice.
seeing on her. Love
Nice.
seeing it on her.
Yeah.
My son was a banana from Fortnite.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
Peely, I think is the character's name.
Yeah.
My daughter was Peppa Pig, and
Cute.
I had the proton pack out for the first time.
Oh,
So
nice.
Nice.
that was nice.
Awesome.
I walked in the door, and one of the instructors looked at me and he says, "Okay, you won."
Nice.
That's great.
So
That's
then the
great.
town,
We just watched
there was
Ghostbusters Afterlife this
Oh,
weekend
okay.
too.
Oh, nice.
was
Yeah.
that the first time you saw it, or you watched it again?
Third time we've seen it.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Yep.
saw it in the theater, then we saw it again last year, and then and that scene at the end gets me.
Yep.
Every
Right in the
it'll
feels.
never not get me.
Yeah.
So
I
there was
thought
a-
about you the other day, Dan, or yesterday. There was a group of guys bar hopping.
Yep.
4 of them, all dressed like Ghostbusters.
Yep.
And then there was a 5th guy who was in the giant inflatable Stay Puft
Nice.
Marshmallow Man suit.
Well,
So
I have the blow ups in the front yard. They're not inflated right now because it's
Oh, okay.
because it's raining. But
Right.
one of them is a 13-foot marshmallow man that
oh, nice.
stands in my
amazing.
front yard every year.
That's amazing.
I'll put a picture up.
Yeah, for sure.
In the group. But we also went to the town had a trunk or treat in the parking lot of town hall
nice.
last night.
Oh,
So
very cool.
Yeah.
We went to that, and I had to pose for multiple pictures with people I didn't know. So that's
Okay.
I can imagine.
That's
That's
always
part of the fun.
Yeah. No, that's
you got a
that's
good
part of
costume.
the fun.
Yeah.
Yep.
He was
Yeah.
the hot
Yeah.
girl at the con. He's
Yeah,
pose for
yeah,
pictures.
exactly.
How does it feel to
Nice.
be the pretty girl?
That's right.
It's nice to be wanted.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm a
There you go.
man. I'm a man. I need to be wanted. I
Yeah,
need to
there
be desired. That's from one of the movies.
Yeah.
If you didn't catch it.
I got it.
But, all right.
Bankman.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
What about you? What about you, Daniel? Any Halloween? events
Well,
this weekend?
we had a little birthday party for me last night with my family.
Oh, happy birthday!
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, thanks. So I brought, it wasn't really a Halloween party, but we just kind of hung out. And
Yep.
then I brought over my Switch and we played games with my nephews and niece. And
Okay.
Oh, that sounds like
Apparently-
fun.
yeah, they really love Super Smash Bros. So
Okay.
yeah.
So
taking all
Friday
their
night,
aggression on each other.
I went to see Five Nights at Freddy's
Oh yeah, I saw that too.
in the theater with 6 11-year-old boys for my son's birthday.
Oh wow, yeah,
And yeah, oh my god.
yeah,
They had a lot of fun. Let's put it that way.
yeah.
Not a movie I'm really interested in ever seeing again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't
But-
really seem like my
Yeah,
cup of tea, but
but I don't know I don't know the games. I don't know I don't know the story. But apparently there are some big fans of that
Yeah, I
franchise,
didn't realize that.
'cause
Yeah.
the one I tried to buy tickets for, I had to get 7 seats altogether,
Right.
6 and then me behind them, so I could kick their seats when they wouldn't shut up.
Right.
But we had to move to a later show. I couldn't find
Yeah.
find seating, and in the beginning I was trying to shut them up because they were talking through the whole movie, and eventually I realized everybody in this theater is just talking through this whole movie because
Yep.
there's Easter eggs and this is this and that and this is connected to this.
Yeah.
I gave up. I gave up.
Yeah.
Figure
yeah.
if they get too loud, somebody else is gonna yell at them. So
right.
Yeah, me and my
Jeez.
buddy saw it because we were like, I think we're supposed to want to see this, so we went. And we took his son, who's like 10, and
Yep.
man, that kid was all into it.
yeah.
And coming out of the theater, he was like, and then this means that, and that. We're like, okay, dude,
yep,
whatever.
yep.
Whatever. Yeah.
So
God,
I think
what a
it's
nerd.
It's gonna tie into the FNAF.
It's a 10-year-old boy.
cinematic.
What a nerd.
Yeah.
The FNAF.
He sounds-
cinematic
Warning! Nerd alert! Nerd alert!
That sounds exactly like us when we walk out of a Star Trek
Yeah.
movie.
Exactly. Exactly.
So did we
We'd
just
probably
did,
be way worse.
did we just nerd alert a 10-year-old kid?
yeah, that's right.
Wow.
What kind of assholes does that make us?
Well, I don't know. I'm crotchety my older age now.
Get off my lawn.
Boy.
That's right. Get off
Yeah.
my geeky
Get
lawn.
off my lawn.
Yeah.
You're squishing my daffodils.
My grandson will never grow this way.
You know what? I have a great idea. You ready for this?
Oh boy. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Hello and welcome to Trekcast, the galaxy's most unpredictable Star Trek podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Dan Lombardo. With me, Daniel Reyes, Scott Bowders. Thanks for stopping in. We're 11 minutes in. I figured we should.
Yeah. There we go.
See, I never want to be presumptuous to do the intro, so
That's fine.
Yeah,
It's fine.
it's fine.
All right, well, let's get
fine.
to the news then.
let's.
Star Trek news.
All right. So you can definitely tell that the strikes are taking effect because the news is getting harder and harder to find.
Yeah.
So, these are the meager droppings that I have. Our first news story comes to us from trekmovie.com, and Lower Decks showrunner Mike McMahan gave an interview to them and talked a little bit more about Lower Decks. He did kind of give something away. So this is a potential spoiler for the finale. He didn't say that it was a spoiler, but maybe. So if you don't want to hear it, give it about 30 seconds.
Go on.
So basically, in the previous episode, Caves, when the Vendorians show up and they've got the crew trapped and they're saying, "Oh, they're enjoying their time, leave them there." Apparently, there was a line that was cut out where they said, "It's about to get much harder for them," alluding to that maybe the Vendorians are behind that ship catching everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, something fell behind me. It's
All
the
right.
ghost.
It's the
Not happy
ghost.
about that. Yeah.
I was gonna say,
Anyways.
Daniel getting attacked.
You
Probably.
need me to suit up? You need me to
Yeah,
suit up? I
yeah,
can,
get
I
over
can be
here.
there in 3 days.
Exactly. Yeah. So we'll see if that's the case. But also in the interview, Mike McMahan did say, should Lower Decks gets canceled, he would love to transition into doing comic books and video games for Lower Decks. So, okay. Then our next news story comes to us from Screen Rant, and we're learning a little bit about Whoopi Goldberg and what she originally wanted to do on TNG. She also had an interview where she talked about this, and apparently her pitch was she wanted to be the new security officer because at that point in the series, Tasha Yar had just been killed off, and she thought, okay, there's a hole to fill, and I'll be the new security chief. And the producers were like, Whoopi, we love you, but we don't see you as a security chief.
Yeah, we feel the same way. The fans felt the same way.
Yeah. So you're going to be a bartender. You're going to be a space bartender. And so that's what happened there.
All right.
And then our last...
I think they made the right decision.
I think they did too.
I think so too. Yes. And then our last news story comes to us from Variety. Again, the had to get what I could find. And the headline is Paddington in Peru sets 2025 release date. So yeah, that's the big news story because I love my Paddington.
I don't even remember like
how it got started.
Yeah. Like, do you actually like these movies, or is this?
I watched the first one because you guys were talking on the show a couple years ago.
Yeah,
and so we watched it a couple years ago, and I still haven't seen Paddington 2, which I'll remedy that.
Your life.
Okay.
Yeah,
it'll change. Your life.
I think it was suggested that a pack-led review should result.
Oh, for sure, 100%. It started during COVID when we were like, oh, what are we gonna watch? Because there's nothing going on, and then we had said, well, Paddington 2 had 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, and it's considered a perfect film, which it is.
God.
And it's just never been let go since.
All right.
It's a perfect film in that it didn't make any mistakes.
There's a few perfect films like that where like they perfectly fit the structure of what a screenplay is supposed to be. Like
right.
At this point, this is what happens. Like one of the perfect films that's actually taught in film schools is Galaxy Quest.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? What you're describing.
What's that?
is the Kobayashi Maru,
That's right.
where you can make no mistakes and
That's
still
right.
not win.
And still lose. So you're saying that Paddington is the Kobayashi Maru?
Yes.
It made no
Kobayashi
mistakes
Maru
and
of a
still
Make no
lost.
mistakes.
Yeah.
Still lost.
Yeah.
I got done with watching Paddington. And I'm like, my wife and I looked at each other and it's like, yeah, that was good. I can't find anything wrong with it. I'm not super excited, but I can't find anything wrong with it.
Oh no.
So that's my
Look-
goal
look at
in
this.
life is to try and connect
How
everything
dare
and
they.
anything. Wow.
Okay, so yeah,
Wow.
Frostback Lumberjack says Paddington would make a good bear rug.
Wow.
I mean, he's not wrong.
What?
Dan Lombardo.
How dare you?
Just saying.
I mean,
Just saying.
yeah, I guess you're right.
So that's my goal is to take things and connect them to Trek in any way
Okay.
that I can. So as you talk about non-Trek things, don't
Paddington
ever be
is very
surprised.
selfless, just like the Federation's supposed to be. I mean, just saying.
Okay.
A good fit.
No, I was calling back to the Kobayashi Maru.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
that's right.
That
Yeah.
whatever we talk about, if it's not Trek related, if I
Of
could
course.
find a way to tie it back,
That's
I
right.
will,
Sure.
every time.
Sure.
I'm gonna let's give you some pop quizzes on this. Kevin Bacon. How can you connect Kevin Bacon back to Star Trek?
How can I connect Kevin Bacon to Star
Kevin
Trek?
Bacon was
Just-
in X-Men.
well-
X-Men is a comic book.
Patrick Stewart. Patrick Stewart was in the X-Men movies.
Oh, there you go.
There you
Boom.
go.
There you go. Done. Deal.
Yeah.
All right.
Not that hard. Come on,
No,
come
you
at me,
did
bro.
it.
Come
I'm
at me.
impressed.
He's like, come at me. I connect anything to Star Trek.
That's right. Yes. It all centers back to the Federation.
Oh man.
All right. Well, let's get to our main topic.
Fun will now commence.
All right. So we just finished watching season 4, episode 9, The Inner Fight.
The inner fight.
Yep, of Lower Decks, and the official log line is Captain Freeman assigns the Lower Deckers an overly safe mission to try to keep a self-destructive mariner out of danger. So that is the official log line. It's not wrong.
So the last few episodes,
Uh-huh.
I recall people pointing out like, hey, this one-off character, I think it's the same voice as so and so.
Mhm.
And I think the scientist at the beginning, the guy who gets his eyes popped out,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's Miggly Moo. I'm pretty sure that's the same.
Bird guy?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, it is.
I think it is.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
So what they go to the scientist, right? And what is I can't remember the episode. I've had so much going on.
So he's studying some weird creatures that they bleed acid, and the only thing keeping them safe is it's like some electro fence. It's a Jurassic Park type situation.
That's
Yeah.
right. These little guys, they're
they're
like xenomorphs kind of.
they look like the Munchers from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but they're
Yeah, they do. The
but
mousers.
they're the Mousers. Thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mariner's taking weird risks.
Mhm.
She's putting herself in harm's way. We don't really know why
Right.
at this point.
It reminded me of that Voyager episode where B'Elanna was doing the same thing when she found out that all of her friends from the
Maquis.
Maquis, thank you, were killed during the Dominion War.
Yeah. Yeah. Like Mariner could have wore a special suit and been okay, but she didn't, and so that's why. Yeah. That's right. And then Captain Freeman was like, "Hey, we got to go over here to take care of these people, but I'm going to send you guys on an overly safe mission because there's no way I can have Mariner running loose while we're trying to protect these other people."
So did we know that, and you know, you can refresh my memory. Did we know that 7 of 9 was a member of Starfleet before we saw her wearing a Starfleet uniform on Picard? Was she in Starfleet and then she wasn't, and then she was back in again?
I feel like they mentioned that in Picard.
Okay. Because
Yeah.
when she gave the list, when Freeman gave the list of people they have to protect or they have to find and protect, she referred to them all as ex-Starfleet officers.
Right.
It was 7 of 9, Tom Riker, Beverly Crusher, and Nick Locarno. And all of those make sense except for 7, unless she was in
because
Starfleet.
at some point in the Picard show, 7 of 9 says something along the lines of like, Janeway tried to get me into Starfleet. It didn't last, and so I went to the Phineas Rangers.
Okay.
Did she say it
All
didn't last, or it didn't?
It didn't work out, or
Didn't work out.
Yeah, something along those lines.
Even if she had never been in Starfleet before Picard, like she might be lumped into that category because she was part of Voyager's crew.
Probably.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's probably so ambiguous enough that it fits whatever you want it to be.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
So they take Mariner to go fix some like outpost relay or whatever it is. It's supposed to be like the ultimately safe mission, but
Yeah.
you know, of course, the lower deckers are telling her, "Hey, it's super dangerous. What's going on?"
Yeah, they're trying to trick her, and
yeah.
And guess what? It is.
Absolutely. Klingon ship shows up, and just danger ensues. They get trapped on a planet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then Freeman, Shax, and Rutherford, they go to Tatooine, and they go to the Mos Eisley Cantina, but they're not on the list, so they have to get on the waiting list. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, it was Axton. Sorry, I mixed my planets up. They're so similar.
That's right.
Well, that's not the only planet from Star Wars that was featured in this episode, because apparently one of the moons of Endor was featured, because the building with the giant satellite dish on top.
Yeah.
Was that not? I didn't look at the two pictures side by side, but to me it looked like the shield generator from Return of the Jedi.
I thought that too.
Okay, I missed that one.
I thought that. Yeah.
I missed that one.
To which with that.
Warning, nerd alert,
Daniel, we got to come up with a signal.
You're welcome.
We got to come up with a signal, so like, you know.
Yeah. Also, I wasn't talking when you initiated that nerd alert. Yeah, you got to do it right when I'm in the middle of a sentence.
I try. It takes a moment sometimes.
Right.
Yeah.
So the bar was called Muds, which is a callback to Harry Mudd. I'm assuming.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
Yeah,
Nice.
the bar was called Muds. Starfleet uniforms have pockets.
Yeah.
That's
yes,
cool.
they do. Yes, they do.
But do they have deep pockets?
Or at least no, they don't have money.
They don't have deep pockets.
Okay.
Or at least in this era, they
Right.
have pockets. You know, we know on Enterprise they had pockets. They had nothing but pockets. They had pockets for days.
Right.
But
Well, they had to prepare for their long road.
Yeah.
it's been a long road.
Yes.
All right. So if you have Trekcast bingo and you had Dan singing, go ahead. You can...
There you go.
So I love how Freeman says that she aced her hoodlums and racketeers seminar at the Academy, which I think is a joke about the writing of Berman era Star Trek, because it seems like whenever something's going on, somebody is like, I took a class at the Academy. We discussed this exact topic. I only got a B+, but maybe we can make it work.
I remember when Worf said, I am a graduate of Starfleet Academy. I know many things.
Yeah. I didn't think there was a hoodlums and racketeers seminar, but
apparently there is.
Apparently there is.
Yeah.
And apparently jippers are half price for tripeds today.
Tripeds.
So if you got 3 legs, your jippers are half
great.
off. I don't know what the hell a jipper is, but whatever. You're going to save on them.
Apparently.
Yeah.
So apparently it is common knowledge that Beverly Crusher is an accomplished tap dancer.
That's right.
I didn't think that was known outside.
The dancing doctor.
the dancing doctor.
She must have quite the reputation back at Starfleet.
Yeah.
What was that one season that she was back at Starfleet? Well,
Season 2.
Yeah. That's how it got out.
Yeah.
So this Klingon had pink blood, which is something that only
Undiscovered country blood.
Yeah, it only happened in Undiscovered Country. Every other time we saw a Klingon bleed, it was regular red blood. So I thought it was odd that they chose to bring that back. I mean, I guess I know why they did it, because the first time we saw him bleed, he was still in disguise. He hadn't been revealed as a Klingon yet, so that was kind of a foreshadowing. But that was one of those plot holes that they kind of just glossed over and never revisited again. So to then just bring it up again.
Wait, go back. When we didn't know who was a Klingon.
The Klingon that she's fighting, that Mariner was fighting on the planet. When we initially see him, he's wearing some sort of clothing, so that you don't know what he is.
Oh, you can't tell what he. I got you.
Yeah,
okay.
he had a headdress or something. And the first time he gets cut, he bleeds pink.
Gotcha.
Which is a clue that he's a Klingon. Yeah. Except that
a Nicholas Meyer Klingon, but a Klingon. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. So it was interesting. So the information, I wrote down some Easter eggs and thoughts. The information broker in the bar. Did you catch the reference with him?
Yeah. I just got done watching that episode of the original series. So
so he looks like Balok's puppet from the Corbomite maneuver.
Yep.
The puppet is, even if you don't know that episode, if you've ever seen any episode of TOS and watched the credits, he's right there in the credits, his face. In fact, when we were in Chicago, there was someone who looked like him, and he had the plexiglass with the credits.
Yes,
that's right. That's right. Yeah. That was great.
So Balok, the character Balok, was a 7-year-old Clint Howard, Ron Howard's brother, and the voice of that puppet was Ted Cassidy, who played He played Ruck in the original series episode, What Are Little Girls Made Of? But he also played Lurch on the Addams Family. He was that big, tall guy. On Star Trek, he had the really broad shoulders.
Yeah.
In that costume. So, lots of callbacks.
Nice.
Lots of callbacks this episode.
And then we find out from that fight, we find a little bit about what's going on with Mariner, which was huge.
Yeah, what do you guys think of that?
So basically, she admits that her friend had gone to the Enterprise. Cito and Cito were like best friends in the academy. And Cito was much better than Mariner. And Cito basically took a dangerous mission and was killed. And basically now Mariner's like, she doesn't want that for anyone else or herself. And and that's why she's
Cito Jaxa. The first duty and lower decks.
Yeah.
Anybody who doesn't know the history there, she was with Wesley Crusher and Nick Locarno. She was involved in that accident. She's also in the 7th season episode of TNG. She was the one who was supposed to pose as a Bajoran prisoner and help a Cardassian double agent get back into Cardassian space. And she died. She died for her country. And that's got Mariner torn up a little bit.
I recently rewatched that episode, Lower Decks.
It's a great episode.
And
it is a great episode.
That's an episode that gets me every time too. When Picard makes the announcement at the end with the music and just the look on his face, I'm like, Yep. So
I love Easter eggs. I love callbacks.
That sets a butt coming.
I do too.
Well, Mariner's issues seem kind of out of character. We saw some character growth for her, and then she regressed. And I feel like this is something that they came up with 9 months ago. You know, this wasn't something that was in the plans.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems a little bit convenient. It seems a little bit late. And it comes off as a little bit forced.
I think if you were going to do this, it would have been better in season 1 as we're learning about Mariner. And then you go from there. I get why they did it now, though, because you're using it as an excuse as to why she doesn't want to get higher in rank because she doesn't want to be responsible for sending people out to do that, which we've seen that thematically. I mean, there was Geordi with that morality test, or Deanna, to send Geordi.
At the same time, in the very first segment of this same episode, she tells the civilian scientist, if you want to study a million different animals, you could just join Starfleet, which is the opposite of what she should do. She doesn't want to be in command, and she doesn't want to send people into harm's way. She just wants to study things and solve puzzles. She can go be a civilian scientist tomorrow. She doesn't need to be in Starfleet to do any of that.
Right.
So
right. And if you really want to pick it apart, though, then you can argue like, well, her mom literally is the highest in command on that ship and literally picked the safest assignment to protect her. So you're kind of showing that Mariner's logic is kind of flawed. But I think for what you're trying to get to as far as the character, I think it's okay. And I think this show has earned enough goodwill that, maybe it's a little bit nitpicky. Maybe it's not the best execution of this, but where they're ultimately going to go, I trust them, and we'll see where it ends up.
Right. Yeah. No. Yeah, I agree. I think there's going to be, with Nick Locarno coming in, I'm wondering if they're going to have I'm going to predict that maybe Wesley Crusher is going to show up in the next episode. Oh, they've got Nick Locarno. They've got. I think, and he's collecting. Obviously, he's collecting people, and he just collected Mariner. What? Somebody just had. I just heard an epiphany.
Frost giant, lumber kitty. What's his name?
Yeah. Frostback lumberjack.
He said jump the shark.
Yes.
I'm not sure if it's that bad, but
it remains to be seen.
Indeed,
if it has.
Indeed.
Or what? I'm predicting we're either going to have Wesley Crusher in the next episode, or maybe the other. Oh, Nurse Ogawa.
Yep. Laval.
Or that other Laval. Yeah, that Laval. Yeah,
Laval.
Yep.
So what they really need to do, they really need to steer right into this. They need to have Tom Paris. They need a scene with Tom Paris and Nick Locarno, where he's voicing both characters.
Yeah.
And Tom Paris is pissed that I keep getting confused for you. You're giving me a bad name. And then also have, because Torek was in Lower Decks.
Oh, Torek, yeah.
And it's the same actor who plays Vorik from Voyager.
Oh,
and have both of them there. And Vorik and Torek are like, oh, yes, we know exactly what you mean. I'm constantly.
Now, were Vorik and Torek played by the same actor?
They were. Yes.
They were. Yeah. Okay, but different characters.
Yes.
Yeah, why would and I get why they would do that, because if they make them the same character on a series, then they have to pay the writers for the
Yes, it's the same situation. I don't care what they say about Paris Locarno. It was all about money. That decision was all about money.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Okay.
What do we think Nick is going to be doing in the final episode?
I don't know. That's in my notes. Literally say, Nick Locarno had been abducting captains / ships. WTF? That's what my notes say.
Right.
So I don't know.
So is he a good guy or a bad guy? Is he doing something nefarious, or is he doing something that he thinks is for the greater good? The last thing he did was to sacrifice his career for the other cadets. That's the last thing he did that we saw him in. So does that guy become an evil guy?
I don't think they're going to make him. I don't think they're going to make him a mustache twirling villain. Right.
I don't think he
Yeah.
sacrificed his career for the others. His career was over.
T-Bear's asking
So-
the real questions. Does the writer finally get paid?
Well, right?
I would think so.
The
Yeah.
writer, he gets a check for like $7, and he's like,
Yeah,
"F
yeah,
you
yeah.
guys, I'm not even
For a
cashing
streaming
this."
show, yeah.
Well, if I'm right, and they're going to bring back all these characters from the next gen episode Lower Decks, then yeah, I bet he's just like,
Yeah, exactly.
$14.
So Locarno didn't sacrifice himself for the others. I think he knew it was over and chose to go out in a blaze of glory. He always wanted to go out in a blaze of glory. He wanted to end his academy career in a blaze of glory. And
Yeah, he wanted to save face.
yeah, and the next best thing is, I'll end my career in a blaze. I went down with the ship. I took the hit for my crew.
Right.
So I don't think he's. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he's the good guy. I don't think they're going to redeem him, so to speak, on this show.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
They've been quoted in the past saying that their excuse for not using him on Voyager is that the character was irredeemable.
Right.
So to now redeem him, I don't think that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
But I could
Okay.
be wrong.
Okay.
I mean, I
You
guess
have an ability to look deeper into things than I do.
You mean you don't take cartoons seriously?
I take cartoons
Seriously?
just as, if not more so seriously than you do, but
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you gotta check the scoreboard. I go in deep on these things, and then if you watch these episodes again in 6 months, I'm usually 1,000% wrong. But I'll just.
this
keep
is true.
trying.
And who was the first of the three of us to predict that this mystery ship was collecting things, not destroying things?
What's that? You're cutting out.
Huh? What?
What's that?
Huh? Can you
What's that?
hear me
You're
now?
cutting out.
Huh?
What?
Yeah. Let's we'll set up a scoreboard.
Well,
So
we'll have it at the end of the year or next week. I've got the predictions.
I've got a question before you get into predictions.
Yeah.
Maybe you can make some predictions on this. So, okay, so they got intel that whoever this mystery person group was that was abducting these people, they have an interest in 7 of 9, Tom Paris, Beverly Crusher, and Nick Locarno.
Right.
And then we come to find out that Nick Locarno actually is the person that's doing the abducting. So my question is, does Locarno have some sort of interest in 7 of 9, Tom Riker, and Beverly Crusher, or was the intel just bad? Are we going to see these other characters mentioned next week, or see any of them appear? I mean, we know that Jonathan Frakes is very active in all aspects of Star Trek right now. So to have
Jerry
him
Ryan. So
yeah, so to have him voice Thomas Riker would be rather easy to make.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
If I've got to pick whether or not they're going to show up and actual lines from their characters, my gut is no. But I would not be surprised if they do. But I think you've got a 22-minute show. You've just revealed Nick Locarno. You clearly are going to do something with that. I don't think you have time in that to also be like, and here's 7 of 9, and here's Thomas Riker.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be more focused on Nick and what's going on with him.
Yeah.
And they may mention those other characters, but I don't think we'll actually see or hear them.
Well, I don't want to gloss over that one of these name drops is kind of a big deal. I mean, we know what 7 of 9 is doing kind of in this time frame. We know what Beverly Crusher is doing kind of in this time frame.
Right.
Tom Riker, the last time we heard of him in canon, he was in a Cardassian prison camp. So this kind of confirms that, hey, he's still alive and floating around out there somewhere.
Oh,
So that's
look at this theory from Kevin. He thinks Cito's
Oh.
alive, and Nick wants to expose all the lies. All the names on the list were scorned by Starfleet, Tom Riker, Beverly, and Seven.
Huh.
Oh,
I
that's
like
not a
it.
that's not a bad theory.
There
What
was
if-
Especially
talk.
the lies.
There was talk years ago of revisiting that character on Deep Space Nine.
Hmm.
That she is,
Wouldn't that be
still
interesting?
alive. That would be
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Because
Um,
I mean, all they had to go on was the destroyed escape pod.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, she could have been captured, and to make Starfleet not pursue it, destroy the
Yeah.
escape pod. You know, that'd be interesting. It
That'd be
would cheapen what happened to that character, I think, because that was a big
it
sacrifice.
depends.
That was a
It depends. I mean, if she has spent the last 20 years in a Cardassian prison camp in a living hell, I mean, that doesn't cheap. That's still a sacrifice.
well, true.
Or she comes back, but it's the
oh!
Vendorians.
Hold on, I hear another epiphany.
Where is the last time? What is the last place we knew Thomas Riker to be? A Cardassian prison camp.
Prison.
Yeah.
So
He and
maybe the
Cito-
two of them.
he
Yeah.
were
and Cito were in prison
cellmates.
together.
Oh,
Yes.
they're bunkies.
Mm.
Do you think that, I don't know, would that be a little too intense or deep for Lower Decks?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
think it'd be too deep because they dropped some really deep cut Easter eggs.
Okay.
So I don't think it's too deep. As far as too emotional or too dark or something like that.
Right. That's a huge thing because, you know, we're talking about prison camps. We're not just talking about any prison camp. We're talking about a Cardassian prison camp for a Bajoran.
Yeah.
I want to see Lavelle. I want to see Lavelle show up, and I want him to interact with Tom Riker, and I want Tom Riker to be like, I don't know what it is about that guy, but I don't like him.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know if you remember, but there was, Will Riker didn't like him.
Yeah.
Didn't like him because he reminded him of his younger self.
Right.
I'm trying to remember. I remember that there's Thomas Riker has been in some of the novels, but I don't remember any of the circumstances. Lavelle shows up and he's part of Section 31.
Oh. Gotta get Section 31 in there.
And so is Nurse Ogawa.
Section 31 recruited him. Once he became a lieutenant, they knew he was qualified to serve in their midst.
Well, because she was a bartender, and so he was always getting information. Perfect for Section 31.
They could get the bartender dude. I don't remember his name, but
Canadian.
yeah, that's right.
Oh, look at this. Kevin, if you rewatch the scene where Mariner gets beamed out, you'll notice it's a Romulan beam out noise, not Federation.
Oh, nice catch, Kevin.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I think Kevin deserves
that
a nerd alert.
Warning, warning, nerd alert, nerd
Damn, we're just
alert.
dropping nerd alerts today.
That's right.
Yep.
Right.
Kevin's very own nerd alert.
I didn't notice I'm punchy. Yeah. Huh. What do we think's happening? We think that it's gonna be Thomas Riker and Cito and Nick, all the evil Avengers of the Federation.
The evil
It's the-
Avengers.
It's the Thunderbolts.
They're the Revengers.
The Revengers.
Yeah, I don't know. What I mean, okay, so what do we know? It's Nick Locarno.
Mm-hmm.
He's collecting different species. Also, the way he's been collecting them. Did you notice that the Klingons or the Romulans, the Cardassians said they fed lies to our lower enlisted, and as a result, we got captured or whatever.
Yeah,
It
he's
seems
collecting
like
lower deckers.
right. So I don't know. I can't connect the dots on that one, but
Yeah.
Mm.
clone of Boimler is in Section 31.
I thought the clone died. Because
Yeah.
wasn't earlier this season, Boimler was like, if he died, then I can die.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
Mm.
Or did he?
That's right.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Maybe he's in a Cardassian prison camp.
Prison. Everybody's in a Cardassian prison.
Everyone that dies.
Everyone that
That's
dies.
right.
And they've got room to run and
Yep.
frolic.
Yeah.
Tasha Yar didn't like die while trying to escape Romulus. She's in a
No.
Cardassian prison.
No,
She's in a
no,
Romulus
she's at
prison camp.
she's at
She's
a
an old
farm
lady.
upstate.
Uh-huh.
right.
Yeah.
Right? Is that what you were going for?
Yeah,
Sure.
They can
Uh-huh.
dig and play. It's great.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Cardassian prison camp.
Yep. Cass is in a Cardassian prison camp.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else we want to bring up with this?
No, we've done enough damage.
I think we've done enough damage for one day.
Yeah.
Oh, can I announce that Daniel and I were talking about this earlier.
Oh yeah.
So I am going to the Grand Rapids Comic-Con, like I've said in the previous shows. And I just got an email from the press people at the Grand Rapids Comic-Con that I just got approved for press passes.
Nice.
So my intricate plan to be inserted as a co-host of the show
Yeah.
has finally paid off.
There you go.
So
There you
the
go.
original plan was we were going to go just Saturday, but I think we're going to go Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
J.G. Hertzler, who plays
Yep.
Martok, is going to be there,
Nice.
as well as Robert O'Reilly, who plays Gowron, is going to be there. And for Saturday,
you.
they're doing a special thing. What's that?
Glory to you.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Yeah.
for Saturday, even more glorious, they're
Are they
doing
doing
a
the-
photo
they're doing the
op
setup?
with the two of them, which they almost never do. They're going to be in costume. They're going to be
that's
in
awesome.
Klingon makeup. So
They
they're
started
actually
doing that a
bringing
few
in
years ago.
they're bringing in a Star Trek makeup artist to
Oh,
put them in
nice.
full get up, and there's going to be photo ops. So I'm going to
Yeah.
try to be part of that. And then the next day for one of the panels, George Takei is going to be there. So
Oh my.
Mhm.
I'm gonna.
my.
Oh my! Yeah,
Oh
I'm gonna be there
my.
for both days. So I'm gonna
Nice.
represent Trekcast, and like I said before,
Awesome.
if anybody's in the Southwest Michigan area,
Yeah.
hit me up on Facebook, and maybe we can do a little meetup. But yeah,
Cool.
Saturday and Sunday, the Grand Rapids Comic Con
Right
coming
on.
up. So
Awesome.
I'll, which also means I will be there Sunday.
Okay.
So I'm not quite sure what the situation is going to be. If I can, I'm going to bring my equipment. I'm going to bring my tripod, my phone, and my headset. So if I can find a spot,
That's this coming Sunday.
that's this coming Sunday.
Okay.
So I'll once I get there Saturday and kind of see what the situation is, I might ask them, because like one of the things, if you have a press pass, you also have access to like little interview rooms and stuff like that.
Yep.
I'll see if I can steal one for a little while, and if not, if I can at least just get on for a moment and just say, hey,
Yeah,
I'm here,
Yep,
whatever.
yep.
So we'll
That'd be
figure that
great.
out.
All right.
Cool.
Right on.
Cool.
Cool. That's
Yep.
exciting.
Yeah, we're excited.
Nice. Well, then let's get to listener feedback.
All right.
Open hailing frequencies.
Hey!
Frequencies open, sir.
I know I
How
got to
we-
fix the crawl.
How we doing on
I
that
know.
crawl?
I'll get to it when I get to it. It's been a busy week.
Hey, go ahead and call that number. Say hi to
Yeah.
Chad.
Yeah, X up in the chat, guys, if you want to talk to us. In the meantime, I did ask a question in all of our social medias that the replicator is stuck on the last thing, Neelix 8. What is it? We got a lot of Leola
Yeah.
do.
You got a lot
the other
of
one,
yeah.
the other one, which I'm not sure if it was a sex joke or a cannibalistic joke, but Cass
Yeah.
was listed on there a lot.
Yeah.
So you can take from that whatever you want.
That's great.
Yeah.
And in case anyone's wondering, for me to drive to Grand Rapids, it's 10 hours and 41 minutes.
Oh, nice.
If I go through
Oh, you can
Canada.
do it in even 10 hours.
If I go through Canada.
Yeah.
If
you
I you know, if
You
I
got your
stay,
passport?
if I stay in the US, it's an extra hour.
Well,
Okay. Okay.
The other thing too with that question that I asked our social media is, some people legitimately got into an argument about, well, Neelix would never use the replicator. He was a cook. Yeah.
No, he
used the
some
replicator
things.
on occasion when he had, to make Janeway coffee.
Dude, even Gordon Ramsay hits up a drive-thru from time to time.
Sure.
It doesn't matter. You're gonna,
I'm gonna Google it right now.
yeah. Well, while you're doing that, we have people.
What are you Googling? Did Neelix ever use a replicator?
Yeah. Have you never used Google before? You don't know how it works?
Google's gonna be like, I'm not gonna answer that, nerd. All right. Well, we got people waiting for us. So let's get going. We got T-Bear, so let me bring him on. There he is.
Hey, good morning.
What's going on, man?
Good morning.
So I think Neelix actually cheated. He replicated ingredients and then cooked it. So
Okay.
technically, it's not. It's kind of like this is organic food, but technically it's not because
It's like fast food.
Use natural ingredients.
Yeah,
He should definitely replicate cheese whenever he has the opportunity.
that's right. It's always fine, that cheese.
He replicates. He replicated a clone of him in Tuvok. Oh wait, no, that was a different story.
No.
Too soon.
Hey, Tuvix is living on a Cardassian prison planet somewhere.
At this point, I'm not leaving. Yeah,
Paddington
anybody's
breakfast
bill.
sausage.
Oh.
That is not good, sir.
Yeah, that was a little dry, like British humor. Oh man. I
can't even get it out.
You okay?
I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, we're breaking Scott.
You can beam him directly to sickbay, medical emergency.
He's red. Oh my god.
Oh wow.
I have tears. Oh, Dan's still looking up to see.
I was still looking, but it's one of those things. Sometimes you Google something and there's just so many results that aren't what you're looking for that you have to scroll past, and then you give up and you get back to your podcast and you wonder what's everybody laughing about because you had your nose buried in your phone. Hey, T-Bear, I see that you showed up.
Hey, man. Yeah, good to see you. Oh man, that was good. I think this is the second time I jumped out of my couch when I saw the scene and when they introduced Nick Locarno. I think that was the previous one was I forgot. I think it was season 3 of Picard. I forgot what did that, but this one was like.
Was it when the lady doctor first showed up? You got excited?
Which one?
That lady doctor in season, was it 2? With Rios?
Oh, the lady doctor. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think everybody.
We were all excited about that.
We were all excited about her. Yeah.
Yep.
She's in a Cardassian prison too.
Yeah. With Rios.
That's where Rios is. He's in a Cardassian prison camp.
Yeah.
Right.
Just in the 21st
where you can
century.
play soccer and run.
I think Janeway knows it because that's where she sent Tuvix.
Oh yeah.
So yeah. So anybody she doesn't like, she's gonna send them straight to that Cardassian prison camp. Yeah.
No.
So
she sent Tuvix to the afterlife. That's where she sent.
That's right.
That's why she's getting those.
Because she killed him.
That's right.
In cold blood.
Well, that's why she's getting the Prodigy kids. She's gonna go.
She's
they're gonna go save them.
Too.
What's that? She's gonna kill the kids too?
Dude, see, what was the episode? She tried to kill the kids.
Is she gonna merge them all together first?
That's right.
That's step one. Merge them together.
They don't kill anybody in Star Trek. They all go to the Cardassian prison.
That's right.
Cardassian prison is the Phantom Zone of Star Trek.
There you go.
Yeah. as long as you can merge enough of them together where they're not
Yep.
cohesive or they're not intelligent anymore, then you can.
So it's
okay.
Thomas Riker, Cedo Jaxer, General Zod. Who else is there?
I think Thanos is in there too.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Paddington jerky and pepperoni. Prison special. No.
Wow.
Nice.
He's just getting dark.
Wow.
What did Paddington do to you?
Nice.
We need to send him a Paddington
I
bear.
feel like T-Bear's been trying to make a point, and we just keep derailing.
I forgot the point, so that's
Yeah.
fine.
What do you think is going to happen in the finale?
Ooh, I have a feeling that this Nick Locarno turn is not. He's not. I don't think he's a big bad. I think there's something else behind it.
Okay.
He's just kind of like not a pawn, but someone else is pulling the strings and they're using him. Because how does someone like that break out of I shouldn't say prison or whatever he was put into and end up with a ship? Because if you look at that ship, it looked a little Starfleet to me. Just the styling, maybe it's a little bit futuristic Starfleet. So,
Okay.
and God help, I so hope they don't go into the 31st century, but you never know.
Yeah.
I don't think Lower Decks will do that, but
Oh,
yeah.
maybe Burnham's going to show up.
No.
Stop.
Fingers crossed. Let's do it.
That's right. Here
You know
comes
that-
the Red Angel.
Yes.
I thought that scene where what's her name, Mariner was jumping out and taking care of things on her own. At first I thought that was they're totally poking fun at Burnham, because that's something Burnham would do. She would just jump
for
out
sure.
and go do
Yeah.
it and not tell anybody else her plan, and come back and all for the better because somehow it worked out. So, but, yeah, I think there's somebody else. I think
They did with
bugs.
Mariner what I've been saying that they need to do with Michael, which is like you see her struggle first, and then we have the emotional breakdown. Not the emotional breakdown, and we never see them struggle.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
You see them struggle with their emotional breakdown. That's the problem with their. Yeah.
Yeah.
But who knows? Maybe
And
maybe she.
I just struggle to watch it.
Tajay says the big bad will be Ash Tyler.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Stop.
God.
Hey, there was a
Yeah.
throwaway line. Taylin, the Vulcan woman,
Yep.
the
Yeah.
lower decker.
That's when you guys got
She
excited.
said she said she was in the battle with the Packlets. That's the end of season 1, the one where Will Riker shows up. And Mariner's like, wait, you were at the battle with the Packlets? And then it just, the action started and it was just like a throwaway line. It's throwaway lines like that usually lead into something more. I mean, they don't write it, animate it, and voice it for no reason.
But she was like, we saw that during the Battle of the Packlets. We saw other lower decks, and she was there.
Do you think that they're going to make something of that?
They could. I wouldn't put it past them, but
Okay.
yeah.
That's just something I noticed.
Kevin's dropping more nuggets here. He says something has to be tied in with the Culvert Starburst. That's the logo on Nick's lapel and on the Bird of Prey.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
I know what it was. That the Culvert Starburst, it's actually going to open up a portal to let in a mechanical AI.
Okay. And well, Kevin's
That's
dropping
why the
more nuggets.
Romulans are there. The John Bosch is trying to prevent that.
It opens a portal to a Cardassian prison camp.
Prison
Paying
right.
attention. Do you even watch the show? God.
He's collecting people for the technology, and then he's collecting like himself, and then 4 other Starfleet officers, so they got to do the, it takes 5, little shuttles to do
Kevin
it.
is a writer on lower decks.
Is that the same Kevin from She-Hulk?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Frostback Lumberjack with recipes now.
Oh.
Paddington on a roasting over a fire with a plate of marshmallow. No.
Boy.
Come on, man.
Show us on the doll where Paddington hurt you.
So are those replicated marshmallows? Do they come out of a special
Don't ask questions.
marshmallow dispenser? That
Don't ask questions. Yeah, I don't think we need any more detail.
No.
Obviously,
An
it's
apple in
the
his mouth as he's spinning around the rotisserie.
and obviously it's the Spock marshmallow
Yes.
Yeah, the
maker.
dispenser. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Imagine all the Paddington memes you're gonna get now, Daniel.
No,
God.
not the good ones at least.
No, yeah, you're not gonna get any good ones.
Hunting bears right now.
Hunting
Oh,
bears
I
right
better be
now.
careful then.
Yeah.
T-bear,
What does
yeah.
that mean, T-bear?
He's a bear.
That could
Oh,
mean
this could
something
go in all
really
kinds of
different in other parts
directions.
of the country.
It's gonna make Paddington poutine.
Yeah, there he is. Oh,
Oh my
God.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. Good time to sign off on my side.
Sounds good.
And with that,
Oh, you
right.
think you could just start this, make this mess, and walk
He just
away,
stirs
huh?
the pot and walks away. That's how it goes. All right. Well, thanks, T-bear.
all right, guys.
Bye. And then we also got Chazbiz, who there he is.
Hey,
Why all the
Lights
hate?
on this time.
What up, Chaz Biz?
Why all the hate for Paddington right now?
I don't know.
I was like, come on, that's a great series.
because I've been holding it in for like 6 years.
It's like, watch Paddington 2. It's actually a good movie. It's really funny. So
I will endeavor to watch it this month.
Yeah,
yes,
it's good.
it's actually really good. It's a good
Yeah.
movie.
There's a reason why Nicolas Cage loved it so much and put it in his movie.
Yes, it's actually good.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
check it out.
Yeah.
Well,
So
So what did you think of the episode, Jasmine?
this was probably the best episode of this season because
Okay.
everybody's talking about it.
Yeah.
Everybody's
I agree.
trying to jump into conclusions like what's going to happen for the finale next week. So, I mean, look at Dan. He's Googling right now. He's not even paying attention.
That's right. He's getting called out by the listeners.
Yeah, he's going
Sorry.
deep into Google.
He's got the red Fred Durst hat and he's just rolling.
Yeah. If you zoom in on his glasses, you can see the reflection of his house.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
All right, stalker.
Man. So what do you think of what's gonna happen in the finale?
Well, I think we'll see the Starburst maneuver, and that'll be the end of Nick Locarno.
Oh my God, Dan.
You're saying Nick's gonna die.
Yeah, I think that's how he's gonna run away, and him
What's
and
the matter,
Mariner
Daniel?
are gonna do the Starburst
This.
maneuver. No.
Oh my
Where'd you get
god!
that?
What the
come
heck?
Wow. Is
Where'd
that
that
the
come
shiny?
from?
Is that a screenshot from Paddington 2?
It's Paddington
Wow.
3.
Oh.
Yeah.
Paddington 3.
He went to
Paddington's
Peru. Oh, no.
revenge.
For murder.
They didn't give him enough marmalade, so he's going after people. So.
He straight up Janeway'd that girl.
That's right.
Wow.
Hey, will Janeway be in this prison camp?
Ah.
And how many Badmirals will be in this prison camp?
Oh, Buen Amigo, who's not a
Buen amigo.
Yeah, that's it. Every single
Who's a bad
Badmiral.
amigo?
And then like the Maquis will be in there, and
Yeah.
several other Bajorans. So the one-armed Bajoran, Kira's friend, will definitely be in there.
Dan is Frostback. No, I'm
No.
not. Sorry.
No. But
Nope.
What was
Yeah,
that?
we'll have to get to the bottom of that. Some kind of
That's one-
Paddington hater.
It's
Yeah.
one fan theory that is
yeah.
my alternate persona when I send stuff is Facebook user.
Facebook user.
Yeah.
I've done that a couple times.
Yeah. Chazbiz,
Yeah.
are you excited that Nick Locarno's back or not? Or
Yeah, I'm actually am. Oh,
Yeah,
it's
all
finally
right.
we get to see him. Everybody's always talked about him. Will he ever appear? You know, who's
Yeah.
going to pay the writer to show him?
I'm
Yeah.
happy for the writer. Yep.
Is that actually Robert Duncan McNeil, or is it some like voice actor?
No, it is.
It is.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, I listened to it twice. You know, these guys have gotten, I think, especially Robert Duncan McNeil, he doesn't sound the same as he
No.
did 25 years ago.
No.
Well, nobody does.
But
No.
Nobody does. Your voice.
Well, I mean,
your voice
listen to
ages.
Patrick Stewart. He
Yeah.
doesn't even sound the same at all. Now Riker does. Riker.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's
it's
good.
kind of sad with Patrick Stewart. You keep looking for that strong voice. He never a little bit. There was like one speech in season 3 where you could kind of hear old Picard,
Mm-hmm.
but the rest it was like grandpappy.
Yeah.
But people get old,
Yeah.
Yep.
It happens.
And you miss that. You're hoping that he could continue. It's like Shatner. He can still, I
Well,
guess
he's
it's like
Shatner.
Shatner probably talks to himself in his sleep and wins conversations. So
Probably.
And he's actually been to space. He's the only.
Yeah,
fake
he's
captain
the only
that's
one
actually been to space. Yeah.
to go to space.
Yeah.
And then was it Neil deGrasse Tyson's like, actually, he didn't go to space. He just went
Right,
to
yeah.
yeah.
Which we get it,
Well,
nerd.
How far above the disk did his ship go? I'm just curious.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, because the flat Earth.
The flyer.
Yes.
Well, the funny thing is,
I was making a flat Earth joke.
That's right.
They put Captain
But the
Kirk-
joke fell flat.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, they put
Dun,
Captain
dun.
Kirk in a penis-shaped rocket to go to space.
I think you just made an Austin Powers joke.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, he did. Behave.
Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah. What happened to? It's like you don't even hear about them launching those rockets anymore. Like what happened?
Yeah,
to
they
that
do. They
program?
do all the time.
What Blue Origin?
Fate-
What, penis-shaped rockets?
Oh yeah, all the time.
All the time.
Yeah, have you
All the
seen
time.
them? I was like the Blue Origin ones. They're pretty phallic looking. so.
They've been sending up like satellites and other stuff like that. They
Okay.
do send those.
Oh, so
rockets
they send out satellites.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And I think there's been like some a couple resupplies to the International Space Station, stuff like that.
Okay.
My favorite meme from that whole thing, that whole Shatner in space thing, was the group photo of the crew. And the crew was him, it was 2 men, and I think 1 woman. And someone said, my prediction, the 2 guys die and Shatner saves the girl.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I wonder how pissed off George Takei was.
They had words online when Shatner went up.
Mad about everything.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, William Shatner's fat," and blah blah blah. And William Shatner was like, "Yeah, I might be fat, but I'm William Shatner, and I just went to space, so suck it."
I love how petty they are with each other.
It's bad.
I'll ask him about it when I see him next Sunday.
Yes, bring up Shatner.
Yeah. How are your feelings about William Shatner? About old Bill? You and Bill Shatner friends?
Just
You
that.
guys
No,
ever sing together?
have you talked to Bill lately?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool you get to see Martok though.
That is cool.
Yeah,
Dude,
I'm excited
that
for
is
that.
freaking cool, and
Yep.
the full makeup and everything.
Martok and Gowron at the same time.
And Gowron. You got to get a picture of his eyes.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to.
Yes.
Years ago at the what's the hotel where they do the convention in Vegas? I'm drawing a blank right now.
Oh, the Rio.
The Rio.
Yeah.
I was online at a coffee shop in the morning to get my coffee, and apparently Martok and I are on the same caffeine schedule because I was in line with him for a few minutes chatting. So that was
no
cool.
kidding.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
I was like, he's definitely one of my favorite characters. He's like Garrett to me. Martok.
Well, Gowron and Martok, outside of Worf, are 2 of the most well-known and influential Klingons.
That's true.
In the Star Trek universe.
That's true.
Yeah.
So,
they probably have the most screen time.
Yeah.
Outside of Worf.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know when you first see Martok, you think he's going to be this bad guy, but really, he turns because they had the Klingon, war.
Yep.
Well, the first time you see him, it's not him.
It's not him.
Yeah.
The first time you see him, it's not him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he has both eyes, and he went to Cardassian
Yep.
prison probably.
That's right, Cardassian prison camp. See, see.
Yep.
It's like 7 degrees to Kevin.
Anybody who's anybody has spent some time in a Cardassian prison camp.
Yep. All roads lead to that.
Yes. So awesome.
Awesome.
That's
That's our new
That's gotta-
catch-all.
I was gonna say that's got to be the new Trekcast T-shirt. I went to a Cardassian prison
I would-
camp, and all
Yes.
I got is this stupid
that's
T-shirt.
great.
The new
I'm gonna have to
moniker
work
for the
on that.
show.
That's pretty good.
That's the new
That's pretty
quote.
good.
Hey,
What?
that's where.
Come
Is that
on.
where Chad went? Is to the prison camp? Is that-
Oh no! He wants a short Trek special. Bartok on the hunt for Paddington.
No.
Awesome. I'll take it.
No.
I'll take it.
Oh.
Did they get AI generate that? Klingon cutting in half?
Let's get on that.
No.
AI generated.
Yes.
Martok killing Paddington.
With the bat lift just cutting them in half. That'd
Yeah.
be pretty cool.
We're gonna traumatize Daniel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My birthday's tomorrow. Come on.
Oh man. How old are
Yeah.
you gonna be?
43.
43.
Yeah, I turned 44 in was it 2 months? So
Nice.
I didn't think you were that old, Daniel.
I know. I get that a lot.
yeah.
How about you, Scott? How old are you?
I'm 45.
There you go.
45. All right, I'm 46. So all the nerds here are about the same age.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's right. Well, Chaz, was anything else you want to bring up?
That's all. You know,
All right.
You know,
Awesome.
this has been like this season's kind of dragged a little bit, but this episode I think has made up for it. This was
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was
Yeah.
good.
Agreed.
and it had a lot. You know, like I was saying, like they could refer back to certain stuff, but don't overly do it. Kind of make an episode
Yeah.
like this about character build. Like let's have a backstory. Let's work on the
Brunson,
character.
I'm 47.
And I
Lumberjack 36.
Yeah.
I thought the whole time Nick Locarno was going to be the guy with the helmet on, like the
Oh, okay.
bounty
Yeah.
hunter, because it definitely was a Star Wars episode.
Yeah.
It was like that was definitely Return of the Jedi. That
Looks
Everybody's
like
just throwing their
Trekcast
age
is
in.
doing an age sex check.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like an AOL chat room.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was
ASL.
thinking.
I just typed that in ASL.
Yeah.
Awesome.
45 male, Southwest Michigan.
There you go. The way you said that sounds like in football when they're showing all the players, like Gary Brown,
Yeah.
University of Michigan.
Yeah, University of Ohio State.
Whoa. Ty is 103. But those are Vulcan years. So
I was gonna
Well,
say that's middle age for a Vulcan.
That's the dog
Okay.
years, right? So that's
Yeah,
So we have to divide by 7.
yeah.
it
there
took
you
him
go.
like 10 minutes to type that out because he's 130. So
Yeah.
nice.
Quick, Dan, Google what's
how do I
103
spend it?
divided by 7.
yeah, how do I extend it?
I'm doing the math right now.
Okay.
That would be 14.
14.
Yeah, I don't think he's 14.
I would be curious to see to know how old our oldest listener is.
Ooh, that would be interesting.
Which also reminds me, I just listened to Trekcast over the week during the work week. I
Trekcast?
listened to Trekcast episode 1
Oh, that's
Oh,
interesting.
boy.
wow.
from 2008.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you have
Wow.
a whole nother host on there that just
Yeah.
A couple of different hosts. Yeah.
yeah. And then
So-
he moved to was it Vegas and everything.
He
Yep.
always lived in Vegas.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
there
It was
He
Oh,
started in
that's
LA. and then
That's
moved
you
there.
remember the guy that was with the Borg that used to be on a lot? Vernon or
Oh yeah.
yeah, he passed away like this year.
Yeah.
who's this?
He used to be on a recurring character, like you'd always talk about Star Trek.
On the original Trekcast, yeah.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
the original.
Oh,
This is
Yeah.
the
Oh,
you know,
okay.
the original series of this. If you go back in the
I
catalog.
vaguely know who you're talking about.
yeah, and he
Right.
was on
Yeah.
many episodes of the show.
was he
Yeah,
he a co-host or was he like a call-in
He would
person?
pop in every now and then.
Yeah, he
Okay.
would talk about Star Trek's experience and everything.
He
being
was
Yeah.
on the Scott plan
Or-
too, slowly trying to work his way.
yeah,
Right,
he
yeah.
was. He was trying to assimilate. That's what you are. You're a Borg.
Yeah,
You're trying to
yeah.
assimilate.
I'm a Borg. I'm assimilating.
Yeah.
Resistance is futile.
It's not strong beard, it's strong Borg.
That's right.
Strong Borg.
Yeah. Put that on a t-shirt.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah. I'll have to go back and listen to some of those old episodes. I haven't listened to them in years.
Well, I remember a couple of years ago, I listened to the first one that you guys put out.
Oh
I'm
God!
sorry.
Oh, stop.
I bet it's
Yeah.
Because I remember the first time I heard it, I was like, "What the hell is happening?" That's the first thing.
I wasn't gonna say anything. It wasn't great. The second episode was better. I think the first episode you guys had some sound issues, but
David Thomas, he was like, "Where's everybody?"
That's right. If Scott can, you can.
If Scott can listen to the old episodes, you can too.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
My favorite review of our first episode, and I'm pretty sure this is a direct quote.
Yeah.
Ugh, new guys.
Yeah.
New guys.
Actually, I was on a couple of different podcast players, and I was reading the reviews for this.
Oh God,
for this show. Maybe I think you guys have done this before, where you read some of the reviews for this show. Some of the 1-star reviews.
Yeah.
Oh, they're fantastic.
Yeah, they're straight up mean. You know?
Yeah, they're fantastic.
Some are. Yeah.
We should read some off sometime.
Yes.
Who would have thought the internet doesn't like change?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Now I haven't read a review since I came on the show.
Oh yeah.
So we'll have to see if there's any reviews.
Let's see.
I'll leave one right now.
Yeah. New guy.
New guy.
Why would you dress up as a nurse and have all these pips on your?
Right.
Yeah.
I am the head nurse. Maybe I'm like the head nurse instructor
You're
at
like
Starfleet.
the nurse practitioner.
He's the DON. He's the DON.
That's right.
DON. He's the director of nursing.
There you
Yep.
go.
I gotcha.
Because I got the tricorder, but if you keep giving me lip,
Yep.
Oh, he will heat up a rock to keep you.
I
warm.
will. Fan, the guy's always wrong.
He's not Dr. Goldfinger or anything. So.
Yeah. All right.
Nice.
Oh my goodness.
Well, Jazz, it was great having you on.
Yes.
All right.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, guys. You got to cut me off now. So.
Yep. All right.
Wow.
This show's been wild.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Absolutely.
All right. Do we have anything else to share?
Well, I'm gonna go play the Star Trek role-playing game with some friends later this afternoon.
Awesome.
Okay.
I'll let you know how that goes.
Scott apparently is playing it right now.
I know. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure am.
Yeah.
Sure am.
So-
Yeah. I'm gonna go visit Dad. He's back in the hospital.
Oh man,
with the same thing. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna shoot down to where he lives and.
All right.
Well, we're all pulling for him.
Go see him.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll let him.
Absolutely.
I'll let him know that a bunch of people he doesn't know on a show he's never listened to or pulling.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Everybody think about and pray for Dan's dad. So
There you go. There you go.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, thanks everyone.
Hi, Mom.
For listening. Yeah. We'll see you guys later.
All right. See ya.
Bye, guys.
This is Captain Benjamin Sisko of Deep Space Nine and Space God to the Bajorans. I have a mission for you. This falls outside of Starfleet guidelines. So I can't order you, but I'm asking for volunteers. Volunteers who will subscribe to the Trekcast YouTube channel, leave 5-star reviews on your podcast app of choice, and share Trekcast across your social media accounts. If we can make our audience bigger, we might have a chance against the Dominion. Are you ready? Subscribe, like, and share. Are you with me?